Welcome to the Sci-Fi Center, the place to be, where comic books and wrestling collide magically. Movies, TV shows, and pop culture we share. Get ready to rock, we're here to take you there. From superheroes to aliens in outer space, we've got the latest news and reviews in our embrace. Turn on your screen, let the neon lights glow. We'll take you back to the 80s. Let's rock and roll. Sci-Fi Center, where the legends come alive. Get ready to geek out, let your imagination fly. We're diving into the past with a touch of modern flair. Sci-Fi Center, the ultimate pop culture lair.
Happy Saturday. Happy last Saturday before Christmas Saturday. Welcome to another afternoon viewing party. This one is probably one of the more violent movies we've ever done. Listen, I am a card-carrying member of the All 3Ds Club. 3Ds mean death, destruction, and dismemberment. And this movie has more than enough. A little bit more than I could take at times. Some of them really jarred me. So I think you guys are going to enjoy this. This has fast becoming my favorite holiday movie. Violent Night. I mean, David Harbour. He's kind of becoming the Jason Statham type of effect for me. Just about anything he's in, I'm really enjoying. I mean, he's not the same way, but I can't name something that he's in or he hasn't. I haven't enjoyed it, even if it's a bad movie. If he's in it, he does his part, and it gets me in, So he's the best thing about Hellboy, a movie that really not a lot of people went to go see. So, all right. So, how you doing, David Riley? Okay, cool. Something is wrong with my chat. All right, so I am watching this on Stars. If you do not have Stars, what you can do is you can go onto YouTube, type in Silent Night, and there is there's a 7-day trial that you can start for free. And just, like I said, if you want to keep Stars after 7 days, it's on you. It's up to you. You can very well keep it. I already have Stars, but there's a free trial that'll allow you to watch this movie for free. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and just give you the link. And once you do that, I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to do that. I don't know if I'm going to have a co-host today. I hope we do, but here you go. Hold on. All right, Aaron, I sent you a link if you're in the chat. Something's wrong with my chat. So let me make sure that we are live. Let me make sure that you guys got the notification that we're live. I see there's people watching, but make sure. Okay, there we are. Night watch party. Oh, there we go. All right. Making sure that the chat is okay. All right, so there's a link to YouTube if you guys want to watch it. Let me make sure that the patrons got their link. Notification. Remember. Just cancel turn my page. Just trying to make sure that everybody's gotten the notification. So get out of that screen. Make sure we get back on here. Sorry, something's wrong with our StreamYard, so I got to make sure. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing okay.
Is the store?
Mm-hmm.
Is possible inside?
Yep.
Thank
The
you,
store's
sir.
through there. Be right with you.
Yeah. So you tell me.
You just after you're done with this movie or before the 7 days, you just go into your membership and just cancel it there. All right, guys. I am going to go ahead and give you guys a few minutes to find it and find your way to watch it, and then we're going to go ahead and start. Click out. I just got to click out all these screens so that I have time. Refresh. So let's see. Get out of there. Don't need that one open. Don't need that open. Don't need that open. Wow. Don't need that open. Don't need that open. Really don't need that open, but I am watching it through there. So yeah, all right. The link is live. All right, guys. I am going to send out the link that people know. Mute. Copy. Where are you guys from?
Colombia.
Colombia? Okay. It's here for the holidays.
No, I'm living here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I get a lot of tourists that come in here. So
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
no problem. You guys have a nice day.
Sir.
All right. What's going on, Spidey?
Yo, what's up, William? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays to you and everybody else out there. So, all right, I'm having some delay issues, so I'm gonna go ahead and start, and then hopefully, like I said, just guys, if you come in later, I'll do a time.
I don't mind. I don't mind doing timestamps, but do you want to maybe give it like 2 minutes before we start it?
Yeah, give it a
And I
couple
can just
minutes
do-
because I'm having. It's showing that we're live, but it's not.
Because you were trying to get Aaron on the board too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's maybe give her a couple minutes. How's business today, man?
Business has been pretty good, actually. I'm probably going to be going in. Like I said, I might have to. I'm trying to wait for Brad to come on, so because if I have to disappear,
Right.
it's I don't want to leave the
You can
show.
let people in.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
What books are you liking this week, man?
I picked it. I haven't read anything this week. I put some stuff aside to read in here in a couple hours. The Absolute Universe, year 1 year in, that came out. Absolute. I've read Absolute Batman #3 already. That's out. What else is out here? Mainly those two. Batman Dark Patterns. I'm going to read here in a minute.
Is that a new book?
That's a new book. Yeah.
Who's writing it?
Waters.
Okay.
And then I got this, and I'm not a big. This is a Wolverine #1, but it's the variant, the
X-23.
Yeah, Scott Campbell variant, and I love Scott Campbell. I'm gonna go bankrupt buying. That's really the only covers I buy for myself.
Hey guys.
Does.
What's going on, Brad?
Hey, what's going on?
Bradbury.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just waiting for the. We're having a delay in notifications in the stream, so I wanted to make sure.
Samir, what's up? What's going on, David?
Right. And some of the people I've sent links to, I'm going to make sure that these are going through. Well, that's the wrong one. Okay, now I know why I fucked up. Get that rid of that.
Thanks, Samir.
Present something. They changed. I noticed this last night. Junkie was telling me this. I didn't stream yesterday. He said they changed a lot of stuff on the whole dashboard has been changed around. Now I'm trying to find where stuff is. It's like, okay.
Earlier this week, a lot of like channels I was watching, all their StreamYard was down like on Monday or Tuesday, and a lot of people started using something called Restream to like back up so they can get their streams up.
Yeah, I have. I have that somewhere. I haven't dived into it though. So I just want to.
I don't think it looks as good as this, but I mean, at least got them going. You know what I mean?
From what I heard, it's easy to use and it's basic, but it's like, dude,
yeah.
By the way, I'm coming into the stream tonight. The day we had the last class this morning at the dojo, so that was pretty good. But then this afternoon, I suddenly realized my phone has vanished into thin air, and I haven't found it yet.
Those kids kicked your ass and then stole your phone, Brad. That's what really happened.
Is it inside your house? You think?
I don't know where the hell. I've looked everywhere I've been today. It's like it was in the school, in my car, in the house. I last I looked, it looked like it was a fairly.
Yeah, he's trying to see if he can help you track your phone down, Brad. Like, you got an iPhone or an Android?
I have an Android. How's it going, Aaron?
Hey, have you tried getting somebody to call your phone?
Tried it. Yeah, and apparently, yeah. Maybe it's on mute because everywhere I've tried to call it, it's like I haven't heard it ring. So.
Did you check under the sink, Brad?
I've checked every single place I've been. I mean,
how many places did you go today?
I got in the car. I went to school. I came home, and then I was retracing my steps all afternoon trying to find it. So.
Oh, could it be underneath your car? Like
it's still ringing.
Yeah, that's what everybody told me today. It's like, oh, it's ringing, so that means it's alive wherever it is.
It's probably under your seat in your car.
Leave me alone.
I checked. I checked under there. So I'll go give it another look later on, but after the watch party. But
there's have a look at your in between the seats.
Yeah, I checked there because that has happened before.
Or you can. Do you have like a 4-seater?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. Maybe check under the seats of the ones at the back.
Yeah.
Because normally that happens, and then also check bags.
Yeah, I have checked everywhere I have been today. So
you should always, by the way, next when you get it back, put it on at least with the vibrate. You can still hear it a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. So if I can't find it soon, it's like that's going on my Christmas list now as a new phone.
That sucks. Probably at the dojo.
Yeah, because and it's not opening. And see, that's where I thought it was because I drove back there before we closed up to try to find it, but I went where I left my because I didn't even bring my bag with my gear in it because it was just
Brad,
I
Brad,
just brought
you
my jacket and everything, my mouth guard in there because all we were doing was just some.
But there's no
gravel.
you're not in an environment of thieves, so if it's there, it's
No,
there.
yeah, exactly. So I mean,
Okay.
but it's not open again until the 2nd. So you know,
well, that's what I was
Oh,
saying.
you can't get a hold of somebody with keys?
no, I've got to keep the place. But if it's
Oh,
like,
so if it's there,
but-
you don't have to worry about somebody running off with it. Okay.
yeah,
cool.
but well, also because I mean, I'm not going to go in there like and use the key without telling them, hey, I think it might still be in there. You mind if I go in? So
All right. Well, that sucks. All right, so
Yeah.
everybody
So I
got
need-
their
I need-
free.
I need
free
Santa
membership
to kick some
Stars?
ass to get my mind off of that.
Yeah, there's like I said, you do not have to pay for this movie. It is on. If you go on to YouTube and you type in Violent Night, Stars has a 7-day trial that you can watch it for free, and just keep Stars if you want to, but you don't have to. I put the link into the chat. For because I'm watching it on YouTube, but I actually own it, so but I can put it on there because, like I said, I do not have the cable, the setup today to do it on Twitch. So, but you don't have to. Like I said, it's free. All right, we all ready?
Yep.
All right, let me get onto my
Yep.
screen here. Let me get that screen party out.
Brad, you're gonna have to do all your Christmas and New Year's calls on StreamYard on the Sci-Fi Center. Mom, I'm gonna call you from the Sci-Fi Center.
Yeah, the whole.
Hey, send them a link to screen card. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and play.
Yeah, the whole family is going to be under one roof the next couple days here, so,
Oh, that's good.
so I'll have I'll be pretty.
What's going on,
There'll
Droger?
be communication alternatives, but if I don't find it soon, but
Aaron, there's a drop bar behind you, or a drop bear, I guess. According to Krampus, Jesus, or Jabus, there's a drop bear behind you.
You know what?
yeah, what? And there's
Brad,
my life. What's up?
Your phone could be in your bathroom somewhere.
Say again?
Do you have a,
Your phone's probably in your
your,
bathroom.
your phone could be bathroom.
Yeah, but in fact, you know what? Let me go check that out real quick.
It
I'll
could be
be back.
somewhere
That'd be
in
hilarious if
your,
you
in
find
your
it.
own house.
I told
Oh,
you it was
yeah,
under the
yeah.
sink, Brad.
Yeah, other times I found it in really weird places. So I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna check that out.
Okay. That'd be nice if you found this phone. I hate losing my phone. It's like I lose my shit, dude. And usually when I leave my phone, it's on the top of something that's moving. By the time I find it, it's been crushed. So yeah.
You don't feel like you're on like an adventure when you don't have your phone? Like every step
No.
you take is like the
No,
baddest step
not
in the world?
Not the kind of adventure I want to go on. Yeah, not an adventure I actually want to be on. No.
I've known people who accidentally put their phone in the fridge.
Oh yeah, there's so many. There's a commercial where there's a phone company that's advertising you can repair your phone on emergency. Some cat's on a pogo stick in the house and he crushes it, and I'm like, first of all, you need to beat that guy's ass. The hell are you doing on a pogo stick in the house anyway?
People, man.
Yeah.
People.
Happy birthday, Drogo.
Yo, Droger, happy birthday. You 21 now? 22?
I'm still a teenager, probably, isn't he?
Nope, not there.
Oh, that sucked.
Yeah,
Thought
it's
we were gonna have a happy ending there for a second.
Yeah.
Hey, Brad, if you save your Christmas pennies, you still can afford to get a happy ending later.
Okay, well,
okay. Thank you for letting me know that, man. And this would be so perfect. Like it'd be his this guy's sack of toys. You just reach in, it's like just a ball of energy. You just pull, you can pull anything out of there. So it's like that's what I need right now. My phone's probably in Santa's sack, and he's flying around the world there.
He's got the Wonder Woman, absolute Wonder Woman bag, the magic Wonder Woman bag,
Pretty much, yeah.
where you can pull anything out of it.
It's funny, by the way. Speaking of Santa, one guy in the school, his name is James. James, you're watching. He's one of the jiu-jitsu teachers in there, and because that's what on Saturday I was doing jiu-jitsu, and he I mean, he really is. He has the Santa look. He's got the beard. He's got the whole Santa kind of appearance. And we've had a couple Christmas parties, and where he's been Santa, for the kids in the school, and he even did that this morning. He came in with kind of like a Santa suit style gi, so that was kind of cool.
So he had a Ken from Street Fighter gi with a Santa hat and a beard.
I mean, there's that too. Yeah, this bartender is about to,
Get Saved by the spoiler. I've never seen this movie.
Oh, you never? Okay. Oh, good. No, I'm not going to spoil what's about to happen because it's kind of you just have to see it.
This one came out last year or 2 years ago, right?
22.
Okay. Last year was the Thanksgiving one, right?
Yeah,
That's what it
last year's
was?
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the Joss
You know what
Whedon
I'm
Justice League Gotham
disappointed?
right there.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know what I'm
Santa's got-
disappointed in?
What's that?
Netflix had this on their streaming service here last year. I was like, oh, well, we're watching this, so I'll be on there. No, they took it off.
Yeah.
No, their license ran out.
But it's still, it's disheartening, and because I mean, you would think, make your license run for like a Christmas theme.
No, they can't. Stars has it. Stars purchased the license. They had purchased the license at the same time Netflix did. So Netflix only had a limited time that they were ever going to have it on, and then it transfers. That's like when Sony sells Spider-Man movies. There's people line up to purchase the license, and once that license runs out, that other person has already paid for it. So there's nothing Netflix could do. They
Right of first refusal is what that's called.
Yeah, they put it up for a bid, and people bid for it, and the highest bidder got it first, and then so on. So.
Are you all
By the way, you get nice. Yeah, go ahead, Aaron.
What is that guy from? I've seen
wouldn't
him
it
in
be
stuff.
different with the licensing in different countries?
Yeah, it's the same because Stars and all they're mostly international. It depends on, like, if it's HBO Max, then no, because they're not everywhere. But some of these streaming services, like Netflix, is everywhere. Stars is everywhere.
Not here in Australia.
You should have a version of it. When you click on there's a version that's subsidiary or connected to Stars because the parent company it's under different names, but it's still under the Stars umbrella. So
Isn't Stars a Paramount company here in the U.S. or is that wrong?
I think it's Paramount Global, as a matter of fact.
By the way, real quick, Alexis Louder plays the mother. I actually got to interview her a couple of years ago. It was actually a joint interview I did with her and Gerard Butler for what was that movie they were in? It also, that's when I interviewed Frank Grillo too.
300?
No, it wasn't really 300.
Skyline?
No, it wasn't for
Skyline Beyond.
I'd love to talk to Frank again about that when the next Skyline comes out. Well, he's not the one after that would probably be the one he's in, unless he has a cameo. But let me look real quick. Like, what was Alexis Louder? What was it? Damn, I can never remember the title of this, but
you got no Clint today?
Cop Shop. Yeah, that's the Cop Shop. It was a 21. Yeah, I interviewed Frank and Gerard and her for that back when that was coming out.
Chappie, you gonna get up on here with us? He said this is his first time watching it as well. And then we don't got Clint today?
Wash that awful taste of Jaws 3 out of our mouths.
Oh, that was a Chappie flick?
Yes, it was a Chappie flick.
Chappie, you should start a company up called Chappie Flicks.
Chappie flick?
You need to start up a streaming service called Chappie Flicks. All 1-star rated movies.
Yeah,
Just keep it low. Charge like $3.99 a month. You'll get big, dude. You get gangbusters.
Oh, William, God, you picked the wrong time to step away, man. That's a good one.
I know, make it more like Tubi. Would you have ads?
Oh, Chappie Flicks with the ads. I don't know if I could do Chappie Flicks and ads. That might be too much. So speaking of Christmas movies, has anybody watched the Red One movie they did with The Rock and Chris?
I have.
Evans?
I've seen it.
What'd you think?
Yeah, it was bad. I enjoyed it. It wasn't. Well, I don't think it's like a new Christmas classic, but it's it's enjoyable.
Would you say it's like on the level of Jingle All the Way or something?
I listen. I'll defend you all the way to my dying day, man.
I don't hate Jingle All the Way. They filmed that at the Mall of America, and my buddy in school was an extra in that movie.
Oh, no kidding, huh?
Babe,
Yeah.
Babe Pig in the City is also and where I'm from.
I went to just recently. I went to TK Maxx,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and there was a whole section of Jingle All the Way stuff.
Should have sent Brad a sweater.
Like there was we don't sell sweaters.
Oh yeah, I bet. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Australia sweaters. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes, Spider-Man.
We-
yes, Spider-Man.
sell-
Chappie Flick
sell
could be the name of
funny
it.
t-shirts.
Oh, William, come back right now. We got a new we're gonna brand this now. Like anytime we're watching dad stuff, it's gonna be Chappie Flicks.
As long as you pay him $3.99 a month, he's let you say whatever you want. He'll let you say whatever you want.
Listen, Chappie, we love you, dude. We love you, dude.
Like there
Are you
was
hopping on, Are you gonna hop on the panel, dude, or are you busy?
Yeah, come on, man. You want to come on and watch Valentine Night? Let's do it, man.
but there was like Funko Pops, like the cards and stuff.
Brad, what is this fake young Javier Bardem? What is he on? I've seen him on stuff. A few things. I want to say even stuff we watched here.
Oh, I mean the husband here?
Yeah. I call him the fake young
You gotta
Javier
look him up
Bardem,
real
but
quick.
he I've seen him on a lot of stuff. I just can't remember what.
Let me look him up real quick. Alex Hassel, I think he's in. Let's see. Have we watched anything with him on here? Look, no, it looks like this is the first time with him on here.
Give me some of his notable movies, or maybe something that might.
Oh, but he is on The Boys. He's translucent on The Boys.
That's what it is. He's translucent. That's it. Yep. Yeah. But he looks like a fake young Javier Bardem, right? Like his little brother
I
or
think
something.
it's like Okay. No. This is like why is her name escaping? Yeah. Beverly D'Angelo is the grandmother, the very potty mouth grandmother Gertrude. That is she's kind of one out of all like the kind of the hostage characters here. She's probably my favorite because she's a character.
The kid in the middle is dressed like Justin Bieber from 2014. Chappie says reindeer games. Watch along, anyone? So
No, I like that. I wouldn't classify that as Chappie Flicks.
I think it was just a suggestion. See,
Yeah.
He knows the designate Chappie Flicks away.
God, listen to this line real quick here when she comes back in.
What are the
Yeah,
Grinch?
wait, listen, guys. That is every DC fan talking to Warner Brothers the last 7 years.
Don't pee on my head and tell me it's raining.
Yeah, but the way she put it was even more. We're gonna keep it clean tonight. That's right. Okay, William, are you back? Because we got a new. We're gonna be start per Chappie's suggestion.
Okay, stop.
No.
This
This is Spidey's idea. It's like anytime we're doing like Jaws 3 or this stuff, we're gonna brand it now Chappie Flicks. Spidey's
Chappie
suggesting-
Flicks. All
Spidey's suggesting
your 1-star
welcome.
favorites, William.
That's
All
like-
your
that's
1-star
like-
favorites.
That should be like a streaming service with nothing but 1-star movies called Chappie Flicks. Just pay $3.99 a month.
Yeah, I'm not
Terminator
watching.
Salvation is like the Justice League, the Zack Snyder's Justice League of the streaming service, right there.
That was fun when I saw this. I don't have any desire to see that movie again.
I like it.
Williams flies back, and he's gonna go down for Chappie's Flicks. He's down for that. You get the pun, William? Because your
Sounds
fly
like
goes
fun.
down when Chappie Flick starts.
Yeah. Wow, you're in an X-rated mood today.
No, I'm just picking up on
That's
puns.
that's the second one that keeps going out there. It's like,
But this is yeah, it doesn't sound exciting. Fourth, I mean, Williams Fly, excuse me.
What's going on, Hunter?
By the way, now this is this kind of because it's a little montage of him flying around and cookies buckle. I
That
did
Nilla
it.
wafers part's some real shit. I had a girlfriend that loved Nilla wafers, and I hated it. And I haven't had Nilla wafers since I was like 20 as a result. Those are so disgusting.
I did a feature on the Santa Claus a while back on Screen Rant, and one thing it was titled Scott Calvin's first night of Santa was much harder than you realize, because I mean you think about the idea of like just a regular guy just taking on like Santa's, you flying around the world and guess like, even if it's just he was lucky enough, like his town was like the very last stop that night. That's still thousands of houses you're visiting in one night. And then also you add in the fact that Scott is lactose intolerant and he has to eat all these cookies and milk that night. So yeah.
Speaking of Santa, did you guys hear about this criminal like last week that tried to run from the cops and went down a chimney and got stuck?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he got stuck, and as soon as they got there, like, you're an idiot, right? You know you're an idiot, right? He's just stuck in the fucking chimney.
Oh, man, that's real.
Yeah, they had to they had to get the fire department to break the.
Oh
the
shit, I'm
chimney from
googling
the
that
top
right
of the
now.
house.
Criminal.
As a claustrophobic type situation, that would suck, but still, it was funny.
I'm looking at that right now.
Just say thief gets stuck in the chimney.
Oh yeah, I've already seen it. Firefighters rescue man who got stuck in chimney hiding for police.
He did a rooftop run and everything, and he lost the
yeah,
cops and he hopped in the fucking chimney.
There's a picture here. Yeah, this looks, man, that looks.
It sucks, right? It's not like a cartoon or
scary.
anything. Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, he was arrested on outstanding warrants and drug search warrant.
Yo, fourth.
hey, I hear somebody's like, it sounds like a straw or something hitting.
Honestly, it's like really after that, it's like I might even like not even charge the guy. It's like that's just punishment enough, getting stuck in the chimney like that. Yeah, that's not like Santa Claus where it's like you like turn into Jello and just like ooze through it.
Chappie says you need to make him a logo for Chappie Flicks, Wayne.
Yeah, we need to like get that like that needs to be like the Sci-Fi Center's like new like business endeavors. Like let's get some seed money and get like a pitch deck and all that together for Chappie to get Chappie Flicks started.
So they just opened up the closet with the games, and you said you're going to be with your family all week without the phone, Brad. So,
Yep.
What are the games that you guys are going to be playing as a family for the holiday? And are you
Well,
ready to
no.
split up the family? Have a family split up over a game of Monopoly?
Usually it's pretty easy. We just we'll do we do gifts, we do the dinner, we do when you watch Christmas. It was like Scrooge is a really big Christmas classic in my family. Of Scrooge with Bill Murray.
Okay.
That's so we usually have that on every year.
When it comes to like family traditions, we don't have like a solid Christmas movie that we'll watch. However, I have my own. I normally watch Nightmare Before Christmas and that every year.
Yeah, really. Is it, well, because of course that's and it's weird because that always gets re-released every year, but always gets released during Halloween.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's both a Halloween and a Christmas movie.
Yeah, no, I agree, but it's like for whatever reason, it's like that's the time they usually tend to capitalize on the re-releases more so during Halloween.
Yeah.
Fourth's in here starting trouble, Brad. What do you got for him?
Yeah, let's see.
He's going for the
kiss.
provocative. He's the provocateur.
What do I consider a Christmas classic? I definitely consider Die Hard a Christmas movie. Williams' protestation notwithstanding.
Who's Salem? I don't know who this Salem Mass is. I know of Edward Mass that died a long time ago. On a space shuttle trip. Hunter, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Oh, hey Phil. Well, I actually asked about Dave told me that the panel really just kind of filled up on him more than the intended, so he just I wasn't able to hop on. I said, okay, cool, man, no beef, but yeah, it was just a pretty full panel, so I just just wasn't able to get on that one.
Yo, Phil.
Wait, I mean, I definitely was, I would have loved to have gotten in the conversation of the Superman trailer and all the other stuff and whatnot, but hopefully I'll be on there next Friday, after Christmas to talk about everything then.
Oh, now that Phil's on here, it just reminded me that it's a great time of year to remind everybody to listen to the Arkham Origins theme by Christopher Drake. It's a Batman song that's made for Christmas. That's cool. Forget what Williams said. Die Hard is a Christmas movie, says Chappie.
No, I agree. I totally agree.
So when you go on the vodka stream, Brad, you get like a can of the Huzzy stuff that gives you the fake drunk without alcohol.
I'm probably more in the designated driver lane on the vodka stream because I mean I've gone like 15 years sober at least, I think, and if I crack out alcohol, it's for a very, very, very special occasion. So.
No, that's what I'm saying. They supposedly have this drink that's non-alcoholic that gets you a buzz. It's called Huzzy.
Maybe let's check that out.
Hunter Iggy has a question for you at 4:33 p.m. my time, Brad. It's before Williams fly.
Before Williams fly. Okay, where is that? Damn it.
I guess that'd be 7:33 your time or 6:33 your time.
Yeah, there we go. William Brad James gonna Superman movie. No, I think he said it's under 2.5 hours. Okay. So it's like longer than 2 hours, but shorter than 2.5. So it's kind of a little bit in the middle ground runtime wise these days as far as superhero movies go.
I want you to spoil something for me, Brad.
Spoil something? Okay. John Leguizamo.
No. I want you to spoil something. I have a request, I should say.
Okay.
Spoil the last season of Superman for me. Tell me how we get from point A to point Z.
Oh, last season of Superman and Lois?
Mm-hmm.
So you want me?
Last I saw, Lex had a beard on, and then he didn't have a beard on.
Oh, okay. Well, basically, he shaves and he gets his mech suit, and together he steals John Henry Ired's suit and outfits it with kryptonite weapons and makes it into the mech suit, and he brings Doomsday back into play, and they have a big showdown.
How did Doomsday? Was Doomsday born from Bizarro or what?
Yeah, he was created from Bizarro, this version of Doomsday, and
I'm sorry, William. I'm never gonna get.
Spoil it for him. So.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't watch that show, but I saw a little clip of the end.
Violent nights on the screen, guys.
It's a violent fight at the end of Superman, so I'm trying to figure it out, dude. How much of a super chat do I need to dish out, Brad, to get drunk on stream? $20?
No.
Nah, man. It's like I need a couple.
Not good for the brand. Sorry.
I need a couple zeros behind that at least.
Hashtag Brad the spoiler. John Leguizamo just showed up and knocked on the door.
No, I like spoiler. Okay, it's like the character goes by this code named Mr. Scrooge. His real name is Jimmy Martinez in this movie. So.
You just ruined the whole facade, Brad.
The story in this movie is secondary to the violence, but I mean, if once the violence starts rolling,
when he talks about like kind of his backstory, I mean, there is kind of a reason why he goes by Mr. Scrooge.
William was an extra in a movie and got shot in the head, and this is the first time hearing about it.
No, I'm sorry.
$5 super chat for William to fall off the wagon. When Brad gets drunk, the kicks go flying.
Yes, I have. I saw Sonic 3 on Thursday night.
Are you the drunken master style, Brad?
Arkham
Origins is a Christmas movie, Phil.
Philadelphia, what's up, man?
What's going on, Taladia? Can we start this whole stream over so Taladia can do the countdown at least?
Have you seen Violent Night, man?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, it is, Phil. I totally agree. When I get drunk, okay. Again, like I said, I've gone. What was the last? I've probably gone longer than that. I've probably gone about 19 years sober at least. I've gotten. The only time I ever it was like high school graduation party, and it's like, and I woke up feeling like shit. It's like, okay, I'm never doing that again.
William, from a military standpoint, when those guys are sneaking in and shooting people with the silenced guns, and they're trying to mask their entrance, why aren't they covering up their footprints in the snow? Taking an alternative route.
There's no technical advantage to doing that. If it's snowing long enough, the tracks will cover themselves. And you make more of a mess trying to cover up tracks like that than you do concealing anything. So,
Can't you just walk with a branch? Can't you just walk with a branch and then just brush it as you walk past?
if it's a tactical entry, it's not going to matter. The amount of time is what you're going for.
Got it.
You're not scouting anything. You're not
Got it.
laying in wait. You're moving.
So you see, there's a reason why I kind of, what we're seeing here. There's a reason why I described this as Die Hard with Santa.
Hey, Brad, you got a new YouTube channel coming out?
Oh, Phil.
Yeah, but what's
I heard Seymour. I heard Seymour Butts was copywritten from The Simpsons, so he just went with the next best
Seymour
alternative.
Butts? Seymour Butts?
Seymour Butts is a Mo Sislak Bart Simpson prank call.
Hey, everybody. I'm a stupid moron with an ugly face and a big butt, and my butt smells. It's my own butt.
My crotch. My crotch.
My
Good
gosh.
What was another good one?
IP Freely.
Huge ass.
Hugh Jass was the name. Hugh Jass.
I know there was the time when he was like his substitute during the teacher strike. And it's like, okay, he's reading off the Bart switches out the class roster. Okay, it's like is everybody say I need a bath. Maya butt reeks. Oh,
The
you
best
guys
Mo
are laughing
Sislak
at my
episode-
big ears. Well, children, I can't help that.
Alcoholic. Am I
The best Mo
alcoholic?
Alcohol.
The best Mo Sislak
There was
episodes when he got the plastic surgery, and then after he got slapped in the face with the sticker by Duffman, he got his vengeance.
There was one time.
Here's a stupid
there was
sticker
one-
for your face. Duffman
There was-
can't breathe.
There was one time where Bart called in. I forget what name he like, what made up name he, but it was some. It was It was like Huge Ass or something like that. And he called. And there was actually a guy in the bar with that name. And Mo hands him the phone. And Bart's, yeah, this is a crank call that kind of backfired. So I want to hang up now. It's like, okay, well, better luck next time, Clang.
Brad, you just got William demonetized. Says fourth 1,000.
I mean, what can you
It
do?
Oh,
wasn't. It wasn't because
no.
of copyright stuff. It was because of the swear. What do you owe knowing about Taladia?
Huh?
What do you owe knowing about? See
Just
something in the movie?
yeah. By the way, what's the time frame?
Timestamp?
Yeah,
Oh, we are at where are we at? 27
minutes
minutes.
even.
20.
27.
27.
27:05 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I wasn't. Too
You know
sure.
what's pretty cool? I was just flicking through like YouTube and that, and like a thing from like Disney Plus came up, and they put an entire episode of The Simpsons up for free on their YouTube
Yeah.
channel. It was their first Christmas special.
Yeah, where Bart gets the tattoo. Marge
Yeah,
has
Bart
to
gets-
spend and Homer
Bart
doesn't
gets
get the
the
Christmas
tattoo.
bonus, and yeah, so they kind of get screwed. And Homer has to become a mall Santa.
And they get like Santa's Little Helper.
Yeah,
And I was like, you know what? I'll sit down and watch it. It was like the first time in years since I watched an episode of The Simpsons, and it was like it's a really old one.
Hmm.
I think it was from their first season.
Yeah, it was the pilot episode for the like when it went from being a Tracy Ullman skit to being its own series. That was the first episode. Was the that was Simpsons roasting on an open fire. I think that's what that one was called.
Sub
Is
four.
this Santa Raid? Is this what this is, Brad?
Well, I mean, they are in a single location, and they're fighting for survival, and it's set on planet Earth, and so yes, it is absolutely like the raid. Fun.
Raid deer games. All right, guys, I'll leave. Stop. I'll stop. I'll leave. I'm fired for that one.
Maybe you're on the.
Right, William got demonetized for that profanity with the Simpsons impersonation.
Yeah, it's worth it. That's silky smooth. Yeah, boy, better. I go on foot and clean the hair. God, this not eat better. I need the hair silky and smooth. Oh, really?
William, can we get an X already, dude?
And that fucking movie, and I cannot stand that voice of his when he does that movie.
Is that supposed to be Adam Sandler?
Yeah, it's the part the dinner scene. That's just when he's slurping the soup and he's having like the back and forth with Bradley Whitford. He's making the faces at him.
Absolute worst fucking movies
And
ever made.
then
Brad has gone full Simple Jack.
he was in the scene where he's in the bath and he's having like
Okay,
the
all right.
shampoo.
I
and
can't do
the
Adam
body.
Sandler references. Adam Sandler doesn't have enough good movies for me to suffer through these references.
Well,
we're
Adam
watching,
Sandler doesn't have
we're
full
watching
side-
Violent Night.
And he
Violent-
goes, "What are you
Adam
looking at?"
Sandler is not in Violent Night.
Actually, Aaron,
Right?
to that,
Am I correct?
there was a.
Oh no, he actually has a guest appearance in the first 5 minutes. William, he's a cameo.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're beyond 5 minutes, so I think
At the Christmas party.
we are
Aaron,
at
I
30
remember
minutes
a
and
while
19
back-
seconds in, so he's dead.
A while
already.
back, I came across this meme of that, but it was like he was in the bathroom. It was Marvel is better, DC is better, and then he looks over. Stop looking at me, Spawn.
That's actually very clever.
No, it's not. But
Is that
it's-
Melanie Griffith or is that somebody else?
No, that's Beverly D'Angelo.
Okay.
Well, William, why haven't we watched Tropic Thunder?
I don't have any intentions to.
William's
No,
not a
it's-
comedy guy. I thought he's
Not
more of a
what he
like
does like.
intense guy. Is there like a more intensity driven version of Tropic Thunder that we could watch? Like Apocalypse Now, or
I think actually with what was that came out earlier this year, the stunt guy.
I
Fall
know what you're talking about with Ryan Gosling.
Fall
Guy?
Guy. Yeah,
Fall
that's
Guy, yeah.
that's actually kind of a
Bomb too.
unfortunately, but that did kind of have a little bit of like a Tropic Thunder sort of feel to it. I thought. Yeah, Chappie with a $10 super chat. Thank you, Chappie. Let me clarify that Chappie flicks can be good movies and bad movies. You just never know what to expect from me. But the first movie we'll do is Rollerballs. Okay,
Well, James.
I've never seen that actually.
I reckon we should also there was two versions. There was the original one, and then they did one in the early 2000s of Rollerball.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What do you call it? If you want to watch like a funny sports movie, then we should watch Basketball.
Basketball, yeah. That was a pretty funny one that the South Park guys did back in '98.
I mean, if we're gonna watch,
Hey, guy at the bat is. Yeah, I hear your mom's going out. Squeak.
if we're gonna watch a Matt and Trey movie on the Sci-Fi Centers, we might as well watch their superhero hit Orgasmo.
Why would we be watching a Matt and Trey? What?
We're talking about superhero movies, dude. What are you talking about, bro?
No, I heard Matt and Trey, which automatically alarmed.
Yeah,
me.
they were talking about
No.
basketball, so you know
Oh,
Matt
fuck,
and Trey.
man.
Matt,
never
that's
seen
the
that
South
movie.
Park guys.
Yeah, so instead of watching a sports movie on the Sci-Fi Center, we'd
Yeah.
watch the superhero movie Orgasmo.
I've
None of
never
the
been
above.
that big into South
It all
Park,
works out
to be
perfectly, dude.
honest. I've never really been a big South Park guy. to be
I'm
perfectly honest.
surprised we're not watching. I'm surprised we're
When
not
they-
watching Dune.
When there's two really good episodes, Brad. When Butters had to wear the bag on his face the whole episode, that was
Yeah.
good for school pictures. That was good. And then when Cartman got his revenge in the chili is like the funniest episode of all time.
Yeah,
But yeah, there's a lot of South Park episodes.
I used to be like full on Simpsons watching person, and then when 99 came out, and like that's when around the same time like South Park came to Australia
Yeah.
and that. And I thought, oh my god, what is this? I
yeah.
was like, part of my innocence was taken away.
Oh, South Park. Yeah, that ruffled some feathers back when it first dropped, and yeah, I definitely was very much a Simpsons generation guy, and of course everybody looks at like the '90s. That was really their golden age.
Hey, Brad, when you were a kid, did you actually intentionally buy jeans with holes already in them?
No. It's so weird to me, like how much that's caught on that trend. Like
It never catches on. They try it all the time, like every 5 years, and it's always just as stupid if you buy pants with holes already in them.
William
Lame.
said, this new invention called fun will never work with people. That's true.
All right. First of all, fuck all you guys. Second of all, this is
William,
fun.
it's called fun. You have it.
Your
try it
version
out
is
sometime.
fun. What we show is fun for me. So I mean, we got.
We're gonna have to get a judgment from Fun about what's considered fun on this channel or not.
This is like my
I
favorite.
mean,
I think it's
There
my
are
favorite
plenty
line.
of other slapstick channels around there. I'm just not one of them. Sorry.
This is my favorite line in the movie. I think when he's when the bad guy's coming in, he's like trying to find a weapon in his sack and goes, "Hey, did anybody ask for a bat or a sword or a Molotov cocktail?"
Hashtag Brad the spoiler.
Yeah. By the way, the first, and he pulls out in the second order to get as a weapon. He pulls out a Die Hard Blu-ray, thus proving Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
There you go. Yeah.
Whatever foil hat fits you.
I'm not going to go too much into it right now for anybody who hasn't seen it, but this version of Santa has actually kind of an interesting backstory too.
Yeah, it
For,
sets
like,
up sequels with that backstory.
Yeah. Well, like for like who he was before he was Santa. He wasn't always Santa, and
He was Dave from accounting.
let's just say he's
got blood
No,
on his hands. How about
yeah, he was a warrior at one point.
Wasn't I don't know the full backstory of Saint Nicholas and that, but wasn't he wasn't he in the military
Okay.
or was ex-military, and then he decided to make the toys for kids and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different versions like of the kind of the historical Saint Nick. But again, like this is something very new what they established with his David Harbour's version of Santa, where as far as like who he was before he was Santa, and the soldier thing isn't too far off from what you're saying as far as like how it relates to him. So you never see Santa kicking ass like this anywhere else. So it's like
It's because you've never been up to the North Pole on the day after
Like-
Christmas, Brad.
Since he's a saint, shouldn't he have like some sort of supernatural powers? to fight these guys.
I mean, he has this magic bag that he pulls weapons out of.
Yeah, but not
Or
like
from the
physically
depths.
through his body, not like through like an external device.
Well, they don't go too much into it, like the concept of Santa, like what him being like kind of semi-immortal. By the way, this like whole thing right here, that this is like right out of Die Hard 2, like the whole ice sickle on the
Icicle, yeah.
eyeball, yeah. So, but it's like, and turn it into like this electric shock thing with the star from the tree.
Oh my.
Yep.
He's
Yeah.
he's lined up
Yeah,
like
once it starts, it doesn't stop. By the way.
Wow, William, Taladia just had a great joke, and you just stepped all over it, dude. He was on a roll, dude.
Those host superpowers I have. Yeah, once this violence starts, that be careful. Like I said, if you're the squeamish type, it doesn't stop. It actually picks up and gets more gruesome.
Yeah. Oh, and wait. The final the coup de grace. Let's say
That's not
that
even the
is
worst
it.
one. That's not even.
Oh, that's the most memorable one because it's like a Mortal Kombat fatality.
Hashtag Brad the spoiler. I thought they were gonna have a peaceful resolution at the end of this movie the way it was going, Brad. Damn.
I'll point out like some of my favorite action scenes that they get there, and this was you of course probably saw in the credits. This is 87 North. This was like a lot of the 87-11 guys were involved with this. David Leitch was the producer, and of course they're the guys who started the John Wick franchise, and they've kind of really become really big power players in action movies today. But also some of these henchmen are played by this some guys from this German group called Real Deal Action, which I familiar. I'm somewhat acquainted with some of those guys on social media. They did something out in they did a couple things in Germany a while back. One called 1 Million Clicks. This is really awesome, and another called Plan B, which is actually getting a Stallone produced English language remake on Amazon pretty soon. Yeah, I'll point some of these guys.
Still not the best B movie, Brad, because the best B movie, of course, is District B13.
Yeah,
Future in the Jump.
That guy who actually just got the star in his eye. That his name is Con Din. He's part of the group, and there's another guy in here, Feng Jiang and Chow Yun.
He should have been. He should have been in Fighting with My Family. Fighting After My Family. He should have been.
Oh,
in that.
David Harbour.
No.
Oh, the guys you're talking about. One of the guys you're probably talking about.
Oh, the Real Deal guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The one
that's Saint Nick.
That's a real Saint Nick.
That's real Saint Nick. Yes.
Christopher Lee.
That's definitely not the Saint Nick.
Just wait for later.
So now that I don't feel about to go back to my Adams. Well, hey, I can't hear them. You in the ear.
Dude, I'm
Oh, hot. Oh,
I'm surprised we're not covering Dune though.
enough of that.
Okay, what?
Start talking like Adam Sandler. He goes back.
What
I
did you say?
He's
Claudia?
surprised we're not covering Dune. That was one of the options.
Well, I think 'cause I think you would originally suggested doing that next weekend because we want to do it back to back.
Well, when is the finale?
That is
Tomorrow?
It's tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow. Yeah.
Shit,
It's only 6
No,
episodes.
we look that up. real quick.
Same timing thing I told you about the Penguin guys. Almost there. Almost there.
Well, the reason I suggested this, is I want to watch it like actually in the Christmas.
So what
Oh,
are you having a stream for Christmas or New Year's or anything, William? Or are you doing stuff with
Yeah.
your family or what? Okay.
Both.
What do you have in mind? Batman Beyond Return of the Joker? I think it's a great
No,
choice. Maybe we should
yeah,
watch it
well-
twice in a row. Really just let it cook.
Well, you know what? I mean, since you guys think it's so many millions of people watch that, I would just add to its viewership. Hopefully, it'll actually become relevant.
There you go. So agreed. We'll watch it on Christmas. Great idea. So what? It only took you 4 years to come around.
I also suggested.
I actually want something that people are actually going to watch.
Well, like I
Everybody's gonna watch
suggested
it.
also because I've talked about like wanting to do just personally. I've always been meaning to do, and I really want to do the Man of Steel BVS ZSJL. I want to do that marathon with Wonder Woman. So William and I have talked about we think we may want to go ahead and do that this coming New Year's Eve.
What do you
I'll
place
be
Wonder
down.
Woman? Do you put
I'll
it
be down
before
for that.
BVS, before Man of Steel, or after BVS?
Probably after BVS.
What's up, man?
How
many do you?
BVS
use for,
slides right into it slides right into what you call it though, Brad.
I got 84 seats. That's why I was. Yeah, that's.
You know what I mean? Brad,
Second.
I said BVS slides right into ZSJL perfectly though.
Yeah, but
I get the epilogue part, but I think even if anything, just watch the epilogue after BVS, but watch the movie before Man of Steel.
Well, it's also I'm kind of doing like it's just like kind of the release order of them too. I mean, technically, really, it's like Wonder
Man,
Woman.
Brad,
Wonder Woman
take it from the guy
chronologically.
that watches the three. They perfectly go together. Wonder Woman would break the
Well, and technically, Wonder Woman is chronologically the first of the four.
That's what I'm saying. So you should watch it before Man of Steel, and if anything, just watch the epilogue between BVS and ZSJL.
And I still got the spell going on for the other stuff. I still
Oh
got the
no.
for everything else.
Manhunter 2: The Revenge on Tubi next week. Nutcracker.
Yeah, really. Oh, your six pack, William.
Um,
Speaking of steel,
Technique saved a whole lot of people's lives.
second.
Technique saved a whole lot of people's lives.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the historical thing, Nick.
The historical there. I guess he's doing the same thing in this movie.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much on historical point, this movie.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
That he would put his life on the line to save others.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, Talati, also something I want to mention. I did ask a guy posted about Ghana Path not too long ago on Facebook, a couple days ago. I asked, he posted like a behind the scenes reel and said, when are they gonna put it on Blu-ray streaming? And he said, unfortunately, it didn't, because it was originally going to go on Netflix. They had a deal in place for that, and it's like, but it didn't perform well theatrically, so Netflix pulled out, and Sony Max, which is a company in India, took on streaming rights, but that's not international. So, currently in limbo with regard to physical media. Hopefully, a boutique label will secure Blu-ray rights, is what he told me. So, that's the status of Ghana Path as far as home media. And again, hopefully next Christmas, it's like that this finally gets fixed, because that's like, come on.
Netflix. I'm not saying that guys are fibbing, but that's not usually a reason why Netflix says no to something, because they don't give a shit about theatrical anything. Because most of the stuff that's on Netflix will never have a theatrical run. So I don't know why they would not. You know what I mean?
It got criticized. The big thing I heard the criticism wise is that because there is admittedly some CGI in it that's like not great. But
there's so much stuff on Netflix.
I know,
it's like literally hand puppet.
And that's
CGI,
what I said to like the detractors on it. It's like, listen, it's like, I mean, you like use the example like Black Panther, like has like really crummy CGI moments.
And one of the most important scenes in the movie, the
fight is awful.
Yeah,
the fight and when he's chasing the car doesn't look good. The only thing that helps the car chase thing is it's dark outside.
And the speed of it. But that battle scene with Killmonger,
that was awful.
We could literally, I could have sharpied some shit on my hand, and we could have done faster. CGI.
And you usually don't shit on CGI, William. So that's notable.
Usually CGI, like the flash overreaction was just fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But when you see the penultimate scene in the movie with the the two top tier guys are fighting each
people.
other, and it's
Yeah.
not. I mean, I would have been okay with.
I would
messing
prefer
with the
them
CGI.
for them to take their mask off and just have a physical fight.
Well, they kind of
Well,
do by the end.
you could've-
I
you
get, but I'm just saying all together because flipping around trains like CGI out of 1994 wasn't it.
Well, your
Yeah.
problem with CGI at the beginning, I'm not as a film goes on and the importance of the film, it gets
Right.
tighter and tighter and less people. I give you less and less excuses for that when your main battle is not good. If you have your opening scene, your bike scene wasn't that bad. Beginning of the movie had plenty of time to wow me, but that scene, everybody's focusing on that scene, and I am not a critical CGI guy, and I thought that was awful. Nobody said shit about that, but man, some babies that look a little bit off. My goodness, let's boycott the movie.
Yeah,
That was-
one
that
and
was-
then, again, same with the Ghana Path, where it's like, I mean, when it comes to fight scenes and that's the only CGI there is like the crowds in the background, kind of watching the arena fights, so it's like all like actual people doing it, but yeah, people, a lot of the reviews kind of lost their shit on the scene. It's like, again, I was watching Tiger
You got
Shroff
the
and some other
kooky
martial
people
arts
that are
guys
like-
kicking ass for 2 hours, and I got my money's worth and then some.
It's not fine wine.
So audience with me, right?
people are like-
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm always with you, man.
Damn straight.
Okay.
Ride or die.
We got somebody on the stream or on the panel who's got some bad allergies. Do me a favor before it hits you, if you could, just instinctively mute yourself, because I notice when I'm rewatching the streams that's driving me crazy, and I'm one of the primary culprits, and I'm trying to get better because I got bad allergies. So if you feel yourself about to sneeze or snort, do this.
Aaron, here's what I was talking about with the little hint to Santa's this version of Santa's backstory here,
No.
that he was a Viking.
Oh, okay.
So, and that's something I really hope they go deeper into in Violent Night, because that is officially happening now in Violent Night 2. I really hope they go deeper into that aspect of his life, because that's
Rotten
something
Tomatoes I've given up on. So
The thing is, the historical one, he was of Greek origin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There is so much about Santa Claus in like the modern conception of him that is just so far removed from like with historically what Saint Nick was.
And he was
I mean,
like, he was buried in Greece, right?
Yeah.
According to Wikipedia, but they had to the Vatican had to move his remains because of the whole Ottoman Empire and stuff coming
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, it's kind of reminds me.
And the Turkish government is been bitching, whinging, and whining and that, and saying that his remains should be returned and that. Like, why do you want his remains returned? It's so weird.
Yeah.
He's not even part of your faith.
I mean,
hey man,
what can you do? I mean, like, it's governments,
this is
it's governments just
It's
pissing each other's cornflakes. But
Get-
yeah, historical
good news.
Santa versus like Santa Claus as we know him.
I
mean,
thought I loaded
it
up on
kind of reminds me of like that line in Logan about the X-Men comics. Yeah, maybe it's like a quarter of it happened, and not like this. Wait, William, I thought you wanted us to keep your sound on when you have a customer.
They're looking at stuff that they want, and then they got those sad, droopy eyes, and I'm like, well, what's the problem? And when you walk over to something 3 or 4 times, I know you want it. Like, there you go. See, I know. I mean, there's something on this wall that you want.
Well, there's not.
Once somebody goes back to something a second and third time, that means it needs to go home with them. Ruben.
That's a reprint, right?
Actually, Aaron's
No,
what you were
those
saying.
are originals. These two.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute mine now. Turkey has a big population of Christians. That's why the Turkish government is wanting to have St. Nicholas's remains returned to the country, because there's a huge Christian population in the country. Because both Christianity and Islam, at multiple points in history, settled in Turkey. Yeah, it's definitely very complicated.
Yeah, well, I don't know that the rate Erdogan is going. A lot of the Christians within Turkey are probably having to flee.
Yeah, it's all crazy. But it's just the world we live in. William copying Morgan Freeman dialogues. That's true. William sounds very much like Morgan Freeman. Brad, the movie Die Hard, would you consider a Christmas movie where it takes place on Christmas? I know what William's answer is. I consider a Christmas movie.
This one?
There you go. What about you, Taladia? What do you think?
Anthony, you were asking these same questions when they had a whole stream about this. You know the answer.
So hold on to that.
Yeah, this part right here shows just how just vapid and self-absorbed this family is, because they're I'm giving you like baby photos of like when you gave birth to me, and it's like, oh yes, I was there for it.
So strange. It's like there's a level of narcissism.
Yeah, well, it kind of reminds me of, like, again, the McAllisters, the Home Alone family, or it's like, yeah, the McAllisters, they're all horrible people. That whole family, they're all terrible people. They treat Kevin like garbage.
Without a discount.
Buzz.
Yeah, Buzz. Now this, probably wouldn't happen this way today, but I was the part when they get to the airport in Paris and they're trying to call home and they shove that one woman off the payphone. I get it's an emergency, but it's like,
Buzz is on an episode of the first season of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, Devin Rattray. Yeah, he also came back for Home Sweet Home Alone. Buzz as a cop.
Mm. William needs to send an outline to Disney for what he was talking about last week with the how they would do the Venom suit in MCU based on.
Anthony.
what
Yeah,
you've been shown already.
Who muted me?
I did because we were talking.
No,
You probably were talking about some shit that had nothing to do with the movie, knowing you guys.
Actually, we were talking about how this
That's
compares to Home Alone a little bit. That's all.
Yeah, and that the families were both
you're full of shit.
Brad, yes, I watch Legal Eagle. I've seen him all the time, and yes, I did see the Home Alone video.
Hold on. You guys have earned that for like the last couple of minutes.
Oh my
I
gosh!
just want to make sure you got it.
Like, I think that's a badge of honor. Santa was Nickum in the red.
I got a longer one coming that lasts like 30 seconds. It's specifically for Brad.
A warrior, a raider. No, that's
He was at the history lesson, Brad. He was one of the guys at the history lesson. Is that what happened?
You didn't even think of that, man.
Oh, Jared Leto got cast as since we're off topic.
Yeah.
Skeletor, there you go.
Yeah. It's like,
Hey, there's Aaron.
Aaron
Oh, Aaron's all over the place, man. She's
kicking
gonna
that
lose that. Yeah, she's
can't
gonna
even
lose that one.
Can you imagine what kind of crazy method acting Leto's going to do to get this Skeletor shape?
He's gonna send people skeletons like he sent people rats and shit, dude.
Yeah. He's gonna start. He's gonna do fast down to where he basically is a skeleton.
Pineapple. No.
Yeah, pineapple, because pineapple belongs on nothing.
He's such a pinks.
You know that guy was suicidal for a while after.
Yeah. He
I
talked
didn't
about
realize
that.
it was that bad. I didn't realize it was. I mean, that's out of.
Yeah, that was really
Fourth.
Whoa, where's the movie at?
No, I'm sorry. This is Fort. I'm sorry. Fort 1000.
If you go
It's a
to,
12.
I put a link in there. If you go to YouTube, you can get the free Stars 7 days trial and just watch it there. You don't have to pay for it.
By the way, you know what else is on YouTube now? Is like you can actually watch it.
Other
on YouTube,
other slapstick channels.
even though it's on the stream. Is the first episode of Creature Commandos? That's on they put that on the HBO Max YouTube channel. That the first episode is there.
That's a good way to get people to go in. Once you get, if you get hooked on it, then you can stay.
That's like what they do with AEW. You got they have a thing called the buy-in.
Yeah. The AEW needs to eliminate that though, because their pay-per-views, 5-hour pay-per-views plus the buy-in. Sometimes it's like, I just don't have the energy. I mean, you can literally exhaust your fans, even if all the matches are good. You could literally, it's exhausting to watch. What's going on with Fourth? Is there something wrong with your internet, Fourth? You keep popping in and
He had
out.
to fix his name because he was Fort. This is Fort.
Oh, I never would have noticed. I never would have noticed. All right,
Spell the error.
Those of you who are watching us on YouTube or on Twitter right now, youtube.com/Sci-Fi Center. Come on over, give us a like.
And it's good to have you on the panel with us tonight, Williams Fly. I mean Fourth, excuse me.
I promise you, I'm not Williams Fly.
Okay, well, but
it's one of the two people on this screen. It's either
it's good enough to see
Williams
pants.
I don't do pseudonyms, William.
Yeah, and if it's Claudia, that's the ultimate heel turn. I never talk about.
No,
it's obviously Aaron because she's a master troll. You would never suspect her. That's how she gets you, yo. Easy.
It's the baby face.
Easy peasy, lemon squeeze.
Nobody would think this could harm you, but she knows martial arts, so it's funny.
Exactly.
She
knows martial arts brother too, gunplay.
Exactly. Listen, you guys don't want brother sis here. You want us teaming up? It's like we'll take you guys down.
I think she would take you down. It'd be hilarious.
I second that.
Brad.
Make you tap out.
Watch your ass, Brad. Aaron's coming.
I respect my baby sis
America,
far too much.
Blood.
I respect my baby sis far too. I would never strike my baby sis.
She'll strike you. I don't know.
You better, because she's gonna fuck you up if you don't defend yourself, Brad. She's not playing around with you. This is a real fight. This is a blood sport, Brad. This is what Aaron says. You can see it in her face. Her face says everything.
I'm just not. I saw that and it just didn't look very good. I saw a little bit
Brad
of
said
it.
it wasn't too bad.
I had to see. Yeah, it's not. It's.
I mean, it's not.
Yo,
you saw it, Aaron?
Well, Bloodsport. You don't like Bloodsport.
Oh yeah. Well, no, he was talking about a red one. I mean, I definitely seen Bloodsport.
I was thinking about doing that one, but it just looks.
Yeah, I did see. Again, it's not like it's not like gonna like change the game on Christmas.
I thought this was gonna be a Christmas movie.
Yeah, we're watching Die Hard with Santa, which is we're getting like 2 Christmas movies for the price of 1.
Okay,
what are you watching?
Did it all of a sudden get silent?
No, I was waiting for your. We are watching a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
yeah, but it's not on Christmas. I thought it was going to be that.
Oh, we'll get to that then when it's on Christmas Day.
Yeah, Brad jammed up the schedule, so there we
go. Oh, hell, I did.
Hashtag blame Brad.
What's your timestamp on this movie?
1 hour, 2 minutes, and 5 seconds.
Yep.
1 hour, 2 minutes.
It's halfway through the movie already.
Yeah, it's very economical.
We're getting closer. I'll ask one more time in a second.
Hey, how you doing?
1 hour, 2 minutes, and 20 seconds.
It's quite fitting to have Luigi and the bad guy in this movie that we're watching right now.
Yeah.
Because the real Luigi's gonna spend his first Christmas in prison this year.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean,
So Sam's all beat up and bloody.
The Twitch stream is not working for me, anyways.
and
Here's
see,
my
yeah,
Twitch
yeah,
stream.
and he, well, I mean, if I say anything further about Luigi, it's like I don't, because there's definitely opinions on the
How about John Leguizamo? Luigi?
individual in question that he
Leguizamo.
took out. I'm not going to, because I'm.
Wait. You should be
it's-
saying bad. You should be saying Mario, Luigi, and a Donkey Kong too.
That's a song.
It is now, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Give us a couple more bars, Taladia.
No. Listen, go back. No, go. This is what everybody forgets too about the brilliance of that Super Mario Brothers movie that that John Leguizamo is. Like, we found out their last names. It's like Mario's last name is
Mario, and Luigi
and
Mario.
Luigi Mario. It's like- that movie's so bad. That'd be a chappy flick right there.
The best part of that movie is when they get the hopping shoes and they can actually jump real high.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
You know what's freaking hilarious? Somebody from the press, right, who was doing the whole media scrum and that when he was going into the like prison, right? Somebody from the press, this is hilarious, trolled and said, "It's me, Mario." Oh my god, that was the best troll ever.
Can you do that? Can you do that one more time, Aaron, for the clip?
Yeah, actually, it's funny you should mention also. We showed when we had parents' night out a couple. I think back in because we do that periodically at the school. We had to do a parents' night out where they leave the kids with us, and we just gonna have a fun night in the dojo. And we were one of the things we did. We pulled up on Netflix. We showed like the new Super Mario Brothers, which is far better than the old one. And that was kind of like the last thing we did to kind of wrap up the evening. And there's one kid in the school. She is this little ball of energy, and I swear it's like that was back like end of August, and her father was the last one to come and get her that night. It was like about 10:30, I think, when he came and got her, because it wrapped up at 10, but just a little bit behind. And this kid, I don't think that she's like 9 years old. I don't believe that kid has stopped moving since that night in late August. That's one thing I have learned over the last year of being an assistant coach in a martial arts school is that people under the age of 12, they don't experience fatigue. Like they're physically incapable of getting tired.
They kick you in the head hard then.
No, really, man. It's like I'm telling you, it's like some of these kids, like once they get started, there is no stopping them. It's like some of these kids, like you do like the Matrix is like plug them into a power plant. You power the whole country for 500 years.
But they would only be 12 for at least only 1 year, though, Brad. So how would that? Would you keep them plugged in for 500 years until they
you replace them like batteries?
Got it. Just like the movie.
Pretty much, yeah.
But even so, then one kid can't do 500 years for replacing them. I don't know, but Brad, you might want to check your math. I'm just fucking with you.
Well, we know how it is.
For your kid engineering for the Matrix, Brad, you might want to run the numbers back.
No, really, it's like I bet like you like ask like the machines, like they would tell you it's like people under the age of 12, they draw like a particularly like strong quantity of electricity from any kids plugged into the Matrix.
Oh, pimp slap that kid.
Have you guys hit the chin music scene?
Are you talking about the part when they're in the shed and he's kicking ass on the bad guys?
Yeah, that's cool.
No, the Home Alone part.
Oh no, not yet. No. Well, that's got the part that William has a little bit of, but it's got like the nail. That's the one William's gonna like jump out of his seat when we get to is the part with the nail.
Are you on the part where these guys are pulling up on snow plows?
Snowmobiles.
Yeah.
I know snowmobiling's not a big thing in California, so we'll give you a pass for it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know how I know how he reacted to the nail scene.
Don't worry, it's the same here in Australia. We don't have those stuff, especially in my area.
Actually, you know, 'cause Spidey, you're in Phoenix, right?
I am now, but I'm from Minnesota, so you know.
Well, because when we were stationed in Arizona when I was a little kid, we were living in Fort Huachuca, which is about 50 miles north of the border to Mexico,
Okay.
and that's like, but it's very elevated, so we always got snow.
Yeah,
We always
once
got
you're
a
out
lot
of
of snow.
every direction out of the basin, it goes up. The elevation goes straight up. If you're here in the
Yeah.
basin area, right, you're below sea level. But Prescott is, you know, in the summer when it's 110 here, Prescott's like 75. Flagstaff's like 75. I'm sure what you're talking about is the same kind of thing. Tucson, just going whatever, an hour and a half south. Even that's like a huge difference, like usually like 15, 20 degrees difference from being right here. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm telling you, I never, no place we were ever stationed, we never got more snow than when we were living in Fort Huachuca.
Which is crazy. I only
Yeah.
got snow here one time. It just down here in the valley. It just sprinkled the mountaintops, but it didn't, you know, it didn't stick or nothing. So it was nothing. But like up
What
in
is this thing you call snow?
Exactly. But up 25 miles like north from me in Scottsdale, like North Scottsdale, it was like they probably had like a foot of snow. So just 20 miles away was
No.
the difference.
No, Azteca, this is Violent Night. This is the one with Santa as basically John McClane, and Silent Night's pretty good too. I did enjoy Silent Night last year. You know, John Woo
With
his
Joel
Is this the
Kinnaman.
only movie
Yeah.
that you're watching today, or are you doing a double feature?
I think it's the only one we're doing tonight.
Okay, that's a graphic from Blade right there on the computer.
It's
Well,
crazy.
in this movie, there was a Blade graphic.
Where they show the plans on the La Magra.
Oh, it's the
yeah.
the end, the place that they fought in the end, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the Temple of
They
Eternal
show-
Yeah.
Night. You know, it's called.
They show the
Who's the
computer
direct-
graphic on how it works.
director
What?
for this film? Who's the director for this film?
Tommy Wirkola is the guy's name.
Okay.
Not
You
Stephen
know, you
Norton.
gonna hire him for a movie, Taladia? You got a project coming up?
No, I don't.
Maybe
And-
why don't you give him the MCU Blade? He might actually finally get it off the ground.
Yeah.
Well, the screenwriter got right to the point. It starts off slow, this movie, but once it starts, the roller coaster goes all the way to the end.
The
Yeah,
X-Men
there's
room.
nothing in the vault.
Cerebro.
Yeah,
Cerebro
yeah.
door.
Yeah, it does look like Cerebro, doesn't it?
Now we're watching Army of the Dead or Army of Thieves. Either one. The- See the Snyder. See the Snyder Cut plans.
Yeah, the Snyder Cut, yeah, vault, man. That was such a boss move that he put those cans in the movie.
Azteca has got your back on the snow cap. Fourth.
Oh, what's the snow
He says
cap?
right here, he said you guys get snow in the Inland Empire. I was giving you shit because you called snowmobile snowplows, and I was like, you're from
it
California.
snowed heavy. It snowed heavy once in my entire lifetime down here about 2 years ago.
Okay.
That we all ran outside in our freaking basketball shorts to go play in the snow because we had to get out there before it disappeared.
But the people in the biker shorts and the speedos did not do the same thing. I'm sure.
Oh, well, them too.
I don't know, Brad. You're a speedo guy. What do you think? You hop out in the snow and make snow angels, or what?
I guess, man.
Does it snow in Savannah?
The last time we got snow was January in 2018, and then we actually got a pretty good amount of snow that time, but it's once in a blue moon. And the last time it snowed before that was 2010, and I was actually out of town at the time. And then the last time I know of that it snowed, I wasn't living here. I think that was like 89. So yeah, it's not common to get snow here.
It snowed one time significantly in Las Vegas in the 70s. The other times have just been like half inch, inch of snow and then go away in a day. But as warm as this winter is going right now, it's in the 70s.
Yep, 75 here right now. 72.
Okay, yeah, we're coming up on this this whole SmackDown inside of the shed here. This one, like this is like the highlight of the movie for me.
Christmas Commandos.
Give them their lumps with that big ass sledgehammer, Santa.
I thought you said it was William was part of the Curmudgeon Commandos. Fourth. That's what I thought I read.
Oh, that was his platoon in the war. Yeah.
Ah. Let me guess. His code name was Methuselah.
He's like, it's my turn now.
Say again.
Santa says it's my turn now. That's what he was saying.
Exactly.
Oh. That little Rorschach shot right there.
It just, I mean, the soundtrack they picked for this is so perfect.
Oh, I thought those were the soldiers from Annie, Are You Okay? The Michael Jackson fight.
Oh, God.
Smooth Criminal.
Well, I mean, you're probably going to be asking them, are you okay after this, assuming any of them are alive.
So wait, Santa has powers like I saw he just teleported through the chimney, but does he have anything else, or is he like pretty mortal?
He's got a bag of tricks.
Yeah, he's like semi-immortal, but he's still susceptible to injury. Like he can be killed. Yeah.
Like a bullet to the head or a decapitation will do him in.
Yeah.
Oh,
according to he lives according to Wolverine movie rules, but he doesn't have an adamantium shell and a skeleton, therefore he's pretty vulnerable. Yeah.
And his bag is magical. He can just pull stuff out that he needs.
Yeah.
No, it's all the gifts, so it's random.
Yeah.
Right. So he might need something else, but he might get little Timmy's baseball bat, which would be useful, but he might get little Mary's easy bake oven or whatever.
Is that translucent?
Yeah, it is. See, they Brad figured it out because I thought I couldn't put my finger on because he's wearing clothes. That's what fucked me up. He was wearing clothes.
No, because he's visible, right?
Yeah, visible wearing clothes. Yeah. Huey's a moron for putting a glass of water next to the cage battery. But he was a moron for a lot of stuff. But he was a moron for that on episode 1.
He was the worst vicious rendition.
Yeah, God, this is so
Isn't those easy bake ovens really dangerous?
Yeah, because they
tell me you're gonna pull up an easy bake oven right now, Aaron. Pull it up.
They heat up.
Pull
to,
it up, Aaron. I know you got it.
They heat up to like the surface of the sun.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. See. Yeah. God, this is like my favorite fight scene in the whole.
Oh
movie.
wow, with the hammer and the gun.
He's using a candy cane as a weapon.
As an icicle. So he's going right for his eye. Yeah. Oh, it's the cheek.
Through his cheek.
Okay.
Yeah. And
well, that was nice of him. That way you get stabbed, you at least get a little peppermint flavor with your stabbing.
Yeah, it's nice for the autopsy.
And it's like you just like the combination of that and the soundtrack.
Oh, they make different flavors of candy canes now.
It was Christmas every day.
Yeah, banana flavored.
Yeah, because banana flavored ones you get a raspberry one now.
Oh, what is this?
Candy cane.
Oh.
Different flavors.
William, are you with a customer? Because you're missing like this kick-ass Santa SmackDown.
I'm like a sour apple candy cane guy.
You would be a sour apple candy cane guy, motherfucker. What's going on, numbers?
What's up, numbers?
What's up with everyone in the chat? So yes, yeah, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Okay, yeah,
I was kind of lukewarm on Nosferatu, but then I watched the trailer for it, and I'm like, oh, this might be interesting.
Yeah, I know William's looking forward to checking it out. It's an A24, right?
Yeah. Okay, this is like, come on. It's like, this is like, I mean, William, you talk about the 3Ds. I mean, these guys just got the rope wrapped around them and they got pulled into a wood mulcher.
It's not a snowplow. It's a snow.
It was a sledgehammer.
Ha ha ha. I got you, Spike.
No, that's a snow blower. That's actually a snow blower, not a plow. That's a snow blower. He was saying it was a wood mulcher.
But this guy right here, the Asian dude, that's actually he was in Skylines. He was one of the scientists who also does martial arts in Skylines. So this is our second watch party with Mr. Chow Lee Yun.
Soon to be in the Tiger Traw live action story.
Pantheon.
Goddamn right.
Oh, he's not in Silent Night 2.
Violent Night 2.
Oh, Violent Night 2.
So he might actually show up in Silent Night too. So cross your fingers for him.
Yeah.
Damn, he ain't gonna be Rush Hour 3.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna be the next Santa Claus movie.
Damn, I need to buy a ticket.
William, you just missed like Santa like massacring those dudes in the
No, I didn't. I saw it in the movies.
Yeah.
We can translate.
So he didn't miss it. He caught it last year or 2 years ago. So boom, no problem.
Yeah, I was sitting right next to him when he saw it in the theater.
How many of his pretzels did you have to hold?
We were in a Pretzelist theater. It was late at night. I just still remember the chin music scene where he giggled like a schoolgirl and jumped up.
I can just imagine if you're sitting next to him in a movie, he hands you like 4 pretzels. Hold these for me. This one's for the intro. This is for Act 2. This one's for Act 3, and this is for the after credit.
Go ahead and keep my Violent Night popcorn bucket between your legs to keep my popcorn warm. Thank you very much. I like to keep my chill drink over here separate. Thanks.
The pretzels are not at that theater, but oh my god, they're so huge. They're about 2 inches thick and about the size. They're about 8 inches around.
So, like, would you
Those
like
sound like some very girthy pretzels, dude.
I'm so jealous of you guys that your cinemas allow hot food inside.
Yes. Would you like a complimentary laxative with your pretzels, sir?
No, I don't want that.
The movie down from my house sells street tacos.
Hey,
Really?
Taladia, how about
Yeah?
your cinemas? Do you guys like sell hot food and stuff like that?
No,
Besides,
we have to pay for our food beforehand.
No,
They
no,
give
no,
you,
no. Are you when you buy like food
Ooh.
on the like area, right? Do
Yeah.
you guys have hot food besides popcorn?
Yeah, we buy food first. When we're buying the ticket, essentially, to go to the movies.
Yeah.
So that's
But
what we
you-
do.
Yeah, but do you guys have like hot food, like pretzels and stuff?
I haven't
like
been
that?
to I haven't been to the cinema in a long time, so
They
I
have
don't know if it's-
haggis buckets out there where Slutty's at.
You eat haggis, Taladia?
Sorry,
You eat haggis?
haggis now.
No, he can't eat haggis.
He has blood pudding and baked beans.
Oh, that's
No,
what,
you
that's
can't.
what
You can't have
That's what-
blood pudding either. God.
I've seen Beard eats food and he's eat many blood sausages. You're right, blood pudding, but blood sausages.
Yeah, and this is the total like Home Alone, of course, homage here.
Oh,
Hmm.
what up the butt cheek?
Oh no, we're not even at.
Whoa.
And that one in Home Alone where Marv steps on the nail.
After his socks and shit get pulled off.
He has the best reaction. That and bang. Yeah.
I mean, that's his dumbass fault for sitting there looking at the nail.
Yeah. I mean, all these things can take out Freddy Krueger. He's so lame.
Oh yeah, well, Freddy Krueger died, 5 minutes in, and every time he resurrects, each trap would kill him because he doesn't learn shit and he's stupid and he sucks because he's Freddy Krueger. So there's that too.
You know what the best thing is? Homemade shepherd's pie.
Say again?
Homemade shepherd's pie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. Just leave out cooked carrots. Can't stand cooked carrots. Like I'll take carrots raw, but not cooked.
when it
That's
comes
what
to
always
shepherd's
ruins a
pie,
pot pie.
yeah, when it comes to shepherd's pie, right? It's you put any
Yeah.
vegetables that
Let's
you
rip our
want.
scalp out there.
So you can take out the carrots and stuff. You can put in sweet potato.
Okay, come on.
I will never eat shepherd's pie because it's made mostly of potatoes.
I mean, shepherd's pie is
Alright.
fire. I haven't had that since I was like a teenager, but it's just delicious. You don't like potatoes, Clint? You're not a potato guy, or you can't eat potatoes?
I don't like potatoes. I've never liked potatoes.
Oh man.
Even he doesn't even like
Chips.
yeah.
I'll eat tortilla chips, but not corn or not potato chips.
Yeah.
What about Funyuns?
That's onions, buddy.
If it's made out of potatoes, I don't eat it.
Well, you got the little
Have you tried,
hipster on the
have you
back.
tried
The man bun?
potato?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's California style fourth.
Oh man.
Were you asking me a question, Aaron?
Have you tried sweet potato?
Yes, I have, and they just make me ugh.
So it's worse?
Yeah, because it's sweet and potato flavored.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, translucent always just looks like a bad guy.
They say he looks like a young fake Javier Bardem.
Yeah. Like
his little
somebody
brother or
drew
something.
Javier Bardem wrong.
Mm-hmm. The cloner broke and undersized him.
He went to the Team America transmogrifier.
He looks like a younger version of him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a young fake Javier Bardem, right? Like you have Stilgar flashbacks in the next Dune movie. You could use him.
Can't kill the hostage right now.
Skarsgård was in on some talk show, and they played a clip of him talking to the person he's talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he's freaky sounding.
Are you talking about in the Bautista when Bautista and him were talking? Dave Bautista?
I don't think it's Batista. I think it's the guy who plays the fiance to the woman, and he's stuck in there. He had to write 3 letters and stuff.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yep. The Atreides soldier that they put in, that they had in the little Coliseum fight later or whatever.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm asking? He was talking. If that's who he was talking to, you talking about the guy that had to write the letters or whatever you said?
What are either of you talking?
I think I'm
the
talking
Dracula
about Dune
movie.
Oh.
I'm talking about a different movie. My bad, dude. I thought you were talking about Dune.
In Dracula, the books, the guy who's selling the land to move for Dracula to move to England has to stay there and is imprisoned there, and he has to write 3 letters saying how wonderful he's staying. He had to stay longer, and the guy figured out, well, after that 3rd letter sent, I ain't gonna exist anymore. So then he escapes.
They killed this dude by beating him in a bulletproof van.
I can remember the girl's name was Mina.
Oh, he's back. Oh,
In the Dracula movie that came out recently, or like more modern, it was the Keanu Reeves character.
Okay.
Oh, Jonathan Harkin or whatever.
Yeah, Jonathan Harkin. I thought William Defoe was going to be the vampire, but I was wrong.
Oh, who was he? Van Helsing or what?
Van Helsing.
I don't
Is
think
it-
that's his name in the movie, but he's probably playing the same type of character.
Is there a Renfield in this movie?
Yes. It's called
Yeah,
something.
I saw it in the preview.
Knock. Because they had to change the name because, like I said, the whole lawsuit thing. So their equivalents.
Oh, Renfield's like a copyright character.
Yeah, well, everything in Bram Stoker's original, his widow sued F.W. Murnau and the crew after they got it done. That's why it was never distributed in theaters.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because she sued for copyright infringement. In a lawsuit that would have gotten destroyed today, it would have never flown. But back then, it was easy to do.
Is Nosferatu a copyright character while Dracula
No.
is not?
Dracula is, Nosferatu is not.
Dracula isn't anymore though, right? Because it's beyond copyright, but at that time it was.
Well, yeah, because it's in. I know Dracula has not drifted completely into public domain. Certain versions of them have, but they've tweaked. Universal Studios has tweaked Dracula enough to where they still own the cinematic ones, and I think the book itself is in public domain, but the derivative things that have come from it, there's still copyrights on those.
And
So
just to clarify, the book of Bram Stoker's
Stoker's Dracula, I think, is public domain because it's reached 100
Yeah,
year mark.
you can make your own Dracula movie, call it Dracula, as long as you know.
Well, no, you'll still be sued out. You'll still be sued out of your shoes because Universal has there are still things that they own as part of Dracula to where it's kind of like Mickey Mouse and Disney. There are certain versions of it, but I think when it comes to Universal, I think they've locked up the IP.
Did Universal make that movie with Keanu Reeves and all that?
Universal has made all Dracula movies. As far as I know, I think all of them either they have produced them or they've been the distributor. So even if somebody else producing them, because I think they would be the distributor on it. Yeah, it's a weird one because you got the 100-year rule, but there are certain things companies have done to go around that on certain things, and then
And isn't the 100-year rules relatively recent? Like when we're comparing it to how long Bram Stoker's Dracula been out.
But
the 100-year thing came out within the last 30 years, right?
It would still affect it retroactively, so you would still be held accountable for it. All right, so Bill Skarsgård is Count Orlok, which is Dracula. Nicholas Hoult is Thomas Hutter. That's the guy that replaces Jonathan Harkin. William Dafoe's character is Professor Arben Eberhardt. That's so you have the basically German versions of these characters' names, but they're the same characters. I wasn't expecting a chase scene when I signed on to this movie when I first saw it. There's a lot of stuff I wasn't expecting in this movie.
I like to see this take place at like Santa's workshop, where it's like an assault on Precinct 13.
Isn't Mary Shelley's Frankenstein in the public domain now?
The book is, but the derivative properties and the things that came from the book are copyrighted by the people who made them. And a lot of so you can copyright the book, which is the source material, but Universal Pictures, I think, still holds the actual copyright from those things that were made from it. So the book is
so DC is fine with the whole Creature Commandos type situation.
Yeah, because that's the version they created a version for their own purposes.
Okay.
So but if they did an outright Frankenstein monster, I still think you could do it, because as long as you're not doing Mary Shelley's some other version that's already been copyrighted.
Shirley Manson.
No, yeah, I'm pretty sure she could write a book.
And then you got
Goldfinger.
well in a 100 years time, all of J.K. Rowling stuff will be.
Yeah, but that'll probably see, the reason why that will never happen is because right now, as you create these things, each time you put them out, you're tweaking them and doing things to the point where whoever would try to do that would have very little real estate to make anything. Like right now, you could do Mickey Mouse public domain, but you can't do them with the white gloves. You can't do them with the eye. You can't do them with any of those things. And as long as you continue to alter the character, you're basically adding another 100. You're adding it's like a rolling scale. So, and then there are certain laws, even though they have the 100-year, where the courts will side with the if the IP is the intricate part of that company's identity, then that 100-year rule can be worked around. So there's a lot of nuances about it.
So
now, is this copyright law international, or would somebody like Aaron be able to circumvent that kind of stuff because she's not in the United States?
Generally, they're going to be international because everything is globally distributed. So yeah.
Yeah, I asked that particular question, and Ruth said everything's all international and that.
Yeah.
These days.
And there's no money in it, just doing it local, so it's applied internationally, as far as I know.
What's it? Next year, Superman and Batman goes into the public domain, don't they?
They do, but it's going to be a useless IP because you won't be able to do him flying. You won't be able to do him. I mean, there's so many things that it's going to be kind of lame. You could do something with it, but it's going to be lame, and the copyright is going to be limited. And like I said, they'll file suits and stuff in there to keep you from ever, going any further.
I thought Superman was 38 and 39, so isn't that more like 15 years out or so?
Yeah, 38 would be.
Oh, hang on, because I was watching a thing about the whole copyright thing, and it would have been early this year. So they said that
I'd have to look it up, but even still, once again, you're not going to get anybody using them is not going to get far with them because DC can claim, well, these are part of our.
Right, you're only going to get the Superman that can jump higher than a building. You can't get the one that flies.
It's going to be lame.
You can't get the red and blue suit. You're going to get like a black and gold suit because that was the original.
Yeah, and you can't use that S.
Yeah.
You won't be able to use the modern S.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And with Batman, all you're going to get is what Bob Kane created, is the dumbass thing with the domino mask.
Yeah, and like I said, there are so many ways you can get around all of that stuff.
See it was Bill Finger that created the Batman that we see today.
Both him and Bob Kane.
Because Bob Kane's Batman was an idiot with a domino mask, and who was blonde-haired, blue-eyed, with a red top and bat wings that was made out of metal. Well, and then when Bill Finger came in to change everything, he took away all of that and made it the way that we see him today. Instead of having a bat Flash man, he took the Flash and merged it with Batman.
Okay, guys, real quick, I need to interject because we're here, and we know what to talk about. We're coming up. Here it is, the crowning achievement of Violent Night coming up in a moment here. For anyone who hasn't seen it, here is Santa literally working his magic here. Here we go.
Oh.
Woo! Santa wins. Fatality.
I love that.
Speaking of Superman, I really enjoyed that trailer. I especially like having
So did
Crypto. It made it fun.
Oh.
So did I, Clint.
And so what? The dog has a cape. So what? It's a comic book movie. Have fun with it.
It looks like shit, but yeah, okay. Even in the
William
comic book, I
William
can't
is
stand that.
is anti-fun.
No, I'm anti not looking ridiculous, even for a comic book. Give him the collar with the S on it. We're good. I mean, we don't need the fucking cape. Oh,
It's bloody cheesy.
That's great.
And
Superman's
and it's
supposed to be cheesy.
no, Superman is
not
supposed to be
cringe.
whatever who
It's
is writing him do. There is no such thing as what Superman is supposed to be. That standard is there's no standard like that. He's
Right.
you
Of
know,
all
so-
the superheroes there are, Wonder
Yeah.
Woman and Superman have been changed the most.
Batman, and
They
I'm
change,
okay
they
with the dog.
fluctuate all the time.
You want to have the dog with the cape? That's fine. I mean, that's just silly, but it's fine. It ain't gonna stop me from going to see the movie. I just like seriously, you got a fucking cape on the dog.
It's cringe. That's what it is. It's
At least he's not
Well-
talking and thinking with the thinking bubbles in his head.
I mean, the
Well-
thinking bubbles might be interesting. That could be
No.
interesting.
No, Fuck, no. I don't want to hear it.
I
The
mean,
dog. I don't want to.
they
I
do
don't wanna hear
text
the dog is
messages in
thinking.
movies now, so I mean, the thinking bubble ain't too far off. For a
You know
dog.
what it reminds you of? Something from the 1960s. And everybody from the 1960s was high.
I got nothing to say.
Well, I just, Superman is just, it's supposed to be a little cheesy. He's supposed to be like this super good guy. And I think that's why critically the movies in recent memory have been kind of,
Well, because people
Superman's
don't know
just
what they're
been this
talking about.
pouty. Superman's just been this pouty,
Well,
people-
No, the movies have been critically like that because
People
most
need
of the
to go
people,
to a comic book store, like the sci-fi center, pick up a goddamn
yeah, most of the people
Yeah,
who
Superman-
spew that shit
Superman
about Superman,
comic book
I
and read
promise
it.
you,
And
have
say
never
if
picked up a
there's
Superman
any
comic
cheese
book.
in there.
This Boy Scout
Okay,
shit.
I-
people-
What were you
hold on.
saying, Clint? You're. I'm sorry.
This
Go ahead.
Boy Scout shit. I don't know where it's from, but it's not coming from the stuff that I sell. So when you tell me
Whatever happened
Hold
to
on, hold
June
on,
Justice in the American
one at
Way,
a
bro?
time, one at a time. One at a
It's
time.
dead.
Just
And it,
One
and
at a
it
time.
ain't coming from the
like that,
trailer
that's all.
either.
One at a time. You got too many people besides me talking. I don't know where they're getting the Boy Scout fluffy shit from. I don't know. But it cannot be from the source IP. You can't be reading, and I get people say, "Well, he killed Zod. He killed Zod in the comic books." So this Superman is supposed to be shit. That drives me crazy. They half the people who say that don't know what Superman is supposed to be. They're basing it on what? What is that based on?
Pop culture, man.
Okay, that's
Well-
the
well-
Hawk Tuah girls pop culture. I mean, come on.
Okay, one sec. Okay, what I think it's based on is just basically saying he's supposed to be the light so that we all try to be. He's supposed to be the epitome,
He's in that in every appearance he's ever been in. Every appearance that Superman has been in.
He seems in the recent movies just been more like, oh, you're not going to do this, and I'm going to do what I want to do, and and
That's Superman.
but that's just my
Yeah.
opinion, and that's
Look.
I don't pick. You're right. I haven't picked up a comic book.
I'll say that in
There's a thing called nuance.
I
And
mean,
everybody
One at a time, yeah. One at a time.
alien have layers.
for me, the idea of
Everybody
Superman doesn't
is like
give
a
up.
one-dimensional character.
And I'm not screaming at you, Clint, but that seems to be a prevalent thought, and I just want to know what it's based on. I mean, I think
Well-
people have an image
Well, I
in their
think I
head.
gave an example. Like he's supposed to be the example for what we should be.
And what I'm saying is he's been that in every appearance I've ever seen him in, including Man of Steel.
I just say there's no hope without despair. You need the despair in order to contrast it with
Well,
something.
and then what we were
It's
saying
like
about
everybody.
Yeah, one at a time, Max, one at a time.
The recent Superman adaptations have been like more like bloody Homelander, the rate everybody's been talking and stuff.
Mm.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I find it funny in that trailer. He doesn't smile once, and he looks as mopey as people complained about in every frame.
And he's getting his ass whipped. By
Exactly.
something. I want to see what that is.
So it's
but
like,
I understand where you're coming from, Clint. It's just like, as somebody who's been in this lore my entire life, and I hear that, I'm like, I just want to know what it's based on, because and I got your answer, but I'm asking the general public. When people say that, when people say this hopeful Boy Scout thing,
William,
they're not reading.
might I suggest, to answer your question, I don't know if it's rhetorical or not, but isn't that the point of whatever happened to True Justice in the American way? And that's
Yeah, but that's part of the story, though.
I understand. I'm not arguing your point. I'm just saying you're asking where people get these perceptions from. I mean, isn't that the point of that story? Is people have that perception about Superman?
There's so what needs to happen though is, like I said, the problem, the fans are the biggest problem when it comes to the perception of Superman, because fans have a trap in their head that will not let in anything other than the Superman that they grew up with as a kid, and a lot of the times they selectively perceive that
Whatever version they saw as they were going through their life.
But even when they were watching that, fans have and I'm one of them, have a habit of selectively taking out the entire story and just remembering the gleeful end product, and that's the one that they want someone else to start out with, and that's a problem. And it's probably, what, I know a lot of people are celebrating the trailer and everything, but I guarantee and trust you, when they actually see the movie, they're going to have the same problem with James Gunn's Superman as they've had with every other Superman, because it's not the one in the skill trap that is their head and in their childhood.
It sounds like that's what Forth is kind of touching on. I don't know. That's kind of exactly what it sounded like you said. As far as like,
the only thing I didn't like about Man of Steel, the only thing I didn't like about Man of Steel is how many buildings fell.
Oh yeah, he fucked up.
But people falsely attribute that to Superman doing it. It was the World Engine, and he was in a fight where if he went, 75%, if you went 75% and Zod goes 100%, Zod inherits the Earth.
Yeah, Zod was going to kill us all. Zod was said that World Engine.
Zod lost his purpose once all the Kryptonians. Once the birthing matrix was done, Zod was all literally scorched earth. There was nothing. He had no more purpose because they're programmed.
Even before that, because the World Engine
was going to terraform the planet for Kryptonians. So right. But once the birthing matrix died and he had the ashes in his hand, he was done because there's no more purpose.
I love that scene, by the way, when he
even though technically he could have harvested Superman's blood and then possibly restored the Kryptonians.
I would even say that if Christopher Reeves had his true Superman power that we know today, and so did his Zod, it would wind up the exact same way.
Yeah.
Fourth, I'm not. I'm not criticizing that buildings fell down from them. Just like 40 buildings falling down in a fight that just devastates the whole.
Don't forget.
No, I get what you're saying. Like, is it the imagery for you, Clint, that you don't like to see that type of imagery?
One at a time, guys. One at a time. Go ahead and let Clint answer that real quick, and then go ahead, Aaron.
To Smallville, so it wouldn't have injured anybody in the Metropolis.
All right.
Well, anyways, go ahead,
Clint. Sorry.
That it happened is not the problem. It's just it happened. Like, I'm not saying who's to blame for it. I'm just talking more of the movie making process rather than the story.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, and what I liked about it was that they didn't shy away that was just a whole separate episode. It actually plays into the story of Batman versus Superman. The characters are allowed to hate and embrace Superman, and there's a mixed perception. And what I love about that, it's like that World Engine is like a looming specter over the whole plot that doesn't leave, and you hear it in the soundtrack that it even haunts Batman.
Yeah,
and I love how at the end, where the world hates Superman for the stuff that Lex Luthor did to him, he still gives his life for it. That to me is like Superman. He never gives up.
Yeah, he has the ideals that everybody is. I think the commonality is that we all agree. Everybody agrees that there are a certain set of values and idea that he represents. But how each storyteller gets to them is just different. Like I'm ready for what James. That trailer is fun. It's kind of goofy and cheesy, but I'm like I said, I'm okay with so many versions of Superman. I want more versions of Superman. I want to the point where you have 3 Superman or something like that, to where depending on where your
They can't
mind
even
is.
get 3 Superman books going at the same time.
Yeah, but to me, with Zack Snyder stuff, it's the alien nature of it is what I love about those movies. But you know what? I can see. I've read enough Superman to where James Gunn's Superman is just as accurate as any of them. But like I said, I think the thing that I get aggravated for is the overall perception, and I saw it in some of these posts. This is what Superman, and they couldn't say that without knocking another version of Superman, and I'm like,
they can't articulate why they think it's a good version of Superman, right?
No, and that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Unfortunately, that's the vast majority of the people. That's why I think that even though once the honeymoon ends with this trailer, and you not the trailer, this teaser, when you see a trailer and you see the movie, and you're probably going to see just as much destruction in this version of Superman as you saw in Man of Steel, simply because he's fighting things that can destroy really big shit. Unfortunately,
I've got a feeling.
I've
got a feeling that the critics are going to turn on this movie.
I have a theory about how James Gunn's going to work around getting the destruction in. If you look at the trailer, all the streets are empty. I feel like it's going to be like that that Godzilla movie or the Godzilla show where they evacuate underground and Lord Tech people come and handle it while everybody's in bunkers and stuff.
But here's the thing, though, and that'll be fine. But in certain situations, these things come in an instant, and there's no time to evacuate.
Exactly.
Look what happened with 9/11.
That's an open world video game.
If there's no warning, if there's no warning, then some people are probably going to die.
There was no warning on that morning.
I just think that it's so established that they got it down to a T where the alarms or sirens go off and you're supposed to get into a bunker.
Yeah.
But on the other case of when people say that, my only criticism, and it doesn't apply to anybody here, is that I hear that Snyder got it wrong. And I'm like, you have to remember where the character of Superman was at the time. People said he was too lame, too good, too powerful. He sucks. And people didn't even show up to Superman Returns to have an opinion on if the movie was good or bad or not. So logically, they wanted to go in a different direction to please people. And then people just said it wasn't like the old thing they remember.
Yeah, I just, like I said, I want to, and it's a good topic too. I'll probably touch on it tonight. Is like when people say, when people say that kind of stuff, I think they say it and it's just natural to say it. How you doing there? And I just say, my approach is where do you base that on? And then, like I said, well, Superman doesn't kill. He's killed Zod in every iteration of the comic book. He kills all three. Kills
Zod in the fucking Donner movie.
That's
Clint,
right.
No, Spidey, you're mistaken. He actually just crushed his hand and threw him into ice.
And threw into a bottomless pit, where of course he survived after he hit the core of the earth. Clint, I have a question for you because I was listening to what you were saying about the buildings falling down in that fight, and I don't know. Do you think it's a good way to illustrate 2 Kryptonians fighting each other and what that means? You know what I mean? To kind of show what the weight of those types of beings fighting each other would be.
Well, okay. The way if 2 Kryptonians are fighting, there's bruises and blood. They're not flying backwards, from the force of the hit because they're an equal force.
But even
2 equal forces going against each other.
Well, even in the rules of the movie here, they're not necessarily equal in the same standing, right? Clark Kent has been bathed in sunlight in the Earth's atmosphere his entire life, whereas Zod appears to use his military prowess and training to try to adapt faster. So I wouldn't say they're necessarily equal. That Zod has a different mentality with the limited resource that he has available, whereas Superman has a more abundant resource but less honing and training. And we're looking at that matchup. But I would take you at equal just because they're Kryptonians, just for the sake of the argument there, or the sake of your point. So,
all right, guys.
We are That's wrapping
we're
up,
gonna wrap this up, and we'll
tonight on
probably
a
do
Superman
some type
debate.
of Superman thing
Yeah.
later on this evening. But yeah,
I
we've been
don't
on
even
that
think
for
it was
fun.
a debate. It was a discussion.
Yeah, more.
No,
I was
no,
just curious of
discussion.
what he thought about, kind of what he thinks about if they weigh it out like that. Numbers also recommended the book I was asking you about earlier for the example, William.
Truth, Justice, the American Way. Yeah, actually.
Just to get, it's just from why do people have that perception of Superman? That's kind of the point of that story. Is people have that perception of
Yeah,
Superman
but
in the
here's the
beginning of the
thing,
story.
though. If I tell you, you got to let a storyteller tell his or her story in order
Mhm.
for it to mean anything. They
Mhm.
got to that point with Superman because they let somebody tell their story.
Mhm.
You mean, you just can't. What people want is to right out of the chute that he's this and he's that with no perspective of why. And one of the problems that why Superman doesn't sell as well as Batman is because the juxtaposition and the relatability is never really done right on a cinematic level or until recently, to where it's like he's unrelatable. It's like, this is a guy, if you say he's going to grow up in Kansas, he's going to have to build a set of morals to get him to that truth and justice and American way. People just want it like a Pop-Tart where it comes right out of the toaster ready-made. That ready-made story is on your shelf, in your streaming, and in the books that have already been written. For the people who are making the modern stories, all I ask is, okay, you got that story in your head, and that's fine, but allow the new storyteller time to get to that point, because everybody's going to get to that point differently and in different eras, and nobody wants to do that when it comes to Superman. And they want to, they embrace the base values of Superman without understanding how he would get there. What does life mean to him? Why snapping somebody's neck? Yep, that's the rest of the story. Why snapping somebody's neck would put him in trauma when he's
Hashtag William the spoiler. What if somebody never saw Man of Steel, William?
Too bad.
That's actually the best scene is when he kills Zod,
and then regrets it
and how it affects him.
Yeah. So I think it's he's become so generic to the point where people just not everybody
put their overlay of who they think he should be over.
Yeah, he's become like a caricature of himself.
Mm.
But when you're trying to make a movie, you have to decide at what angle are you going to go with this. How are you going to? James Gunn has decided he's going to jump in right in the middle of the action, and he's been Superman for a year. Eventually, knowing James Gunn, he will hit on a lot of the things that are probably going to piss people off, because of the way his character development is. You're probably going to get some things going in Superman that he's not going to be this, this bright, glowing, whatever Muppet people think he is. Once you start telling the story, that gets peeled away, because now you're actually getting to that point instead of just looking at the cover of something. It's like looking at the cover of a book you want to read, and that's it. That's all you ever do.
Or in the case of Superman, people looking at one page of the book, and like, the Superman that saves the cat in a tree is a real Superman, but there's other iterations of that same character and different challenges and things he's gone through, right? That doesn't just limit us to he's going to be the guy that saves the cat out of the tree. But some people just have the cat in the tree overlay, and that's the Superman they see.
And the context that people don't really address, that this was a Superman that's trapped in a Frank Miller, Alan Moore world, so it wasn't supposed to be Star Spangled Banner stuff.
Yeah, I mean, read The Dark Knight. If you ever want to see a Superman that has some issues and a Batman that has issues based on the environment that's been created,
Superman that has to live up to an image that others project on him, the same in The Dark Knight, right?
Yeah. So
yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up there. I will. We'll probably be on the air right around 8 or so, depending on what business I got, things to do here. But yeah, we'll be doing a show tonight. We'll hit on, like I said, I don't want to spend too much time on the trailer, because we literally dedicated an entire hour to it, and then another hour to it when Brad got his chance to do it. So, but we will touch on some of the stuff as it relates to everything else that's going on.
I mean, a Superman trailer is kind of your prime, right? William, you should go all day with it. You get the most views based on your channel, based on the trailer, I suppose.
Yeah, but I can only continue to talk about things that once my level of interest runs out, then it's like, okay, now.
Well, then tell us less about what you think about it and what you would compare it to, based on what you've seen. So what you see in the trailer, and then
I did that.
Okay.
You got to pump the algorithm.
So I haven't watched the trailer.
Oh, you haven't watched the thing? Yeah, I got up.
I try to. You know me. I try to kind of keep a low profile on that stuff. So I want to be more. I want to know I want the movie to be as much of a surprise as possible when I see it. Right. So
All right, guys. See you at 8 o'clock tonight.
All right.